I was just reading in the Wall Street Journal. This really scared me, and it's got nothing to do with me, really, except a lot of my students are college students. 1 year out of college, recent college graduates, 52% are unemployed. In other words, they spent whatever. What did they spend? 40, 50, $60,000? The 4 prime years of their life. They graduate, they have, the parties, and you did such a good job, Stanley. Then a year later, they're still out of work. Now, also consider that another 50%, even the ones who are working, 50% of them are not working in a field that requires a college degree. And most of them are not working in the field in which they studied. In other words, they majored in anthropology and they're working folding sweaters at Target. They majored in law enforcement, and what are they doing? I don't know. What the hell are they doing? You see, if you were a very, very smart kid in high school, and you had your Papa Bill as a little angel on your shoulder giving you advice, I'd be saying, before you commit the best 4 years of your life and tens of thousands of dollars, maybe a lot of this borrowed, and then whatever interest on top, who knows? You see these people with the student loans, and they, when they're bitching about the money that they borrowed that they have to pay back. I mean, really, you got to think, what were they thinking? What do? What do we say? You have to have a goal, an objective in mind. What is it that you want to do that you can do with passion? What is it that you want to do? You want to be a psychologist? God bless you. Every day you go in, you listen to other people's problems. All right, to me, that's not even, that's like a vocation to go in and to try to help people who got a lot of problems to deal with, and you're listening to their problem, Do you really want to be a psychologist? Well, it's the number one major in college, and then what? You got a bachelor's degree in psychology? That's no good. You got a master's degree? That's no good. You got to get a doctorate? Okay, you get a doctorate, and then you have to do a practicum, and then you have to try to set up a practice. This is a long, 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 long haul. And have you ever talked to psychologists about how much they love their profession and how if they had it to do over again, oh my God, there's no doubt that they would become psychologists again? Or are they saying, oh my God? I have to stay off of high bridges so I don't jump off. What are they dealing with? What are they telling you? But it's not just that. It's any job. What should you do? You should get a job that you have a passion for, and then you have to do your research, and your research is online and reading books, but actually talking to people who are in that profession and see whether they would do it again and they love it, or oh, I want to be a defense attorney like Perry Mason. And never lose a case. Okay, all right, that's wonderful, but you should actually talk to people who actually do that job and see after that if it's a job that you really want to do. And is there any way that you can work part-time in an office for people who are district attorneys or whatever to find out whether, this is really something that you want to do? Can you take apprenticeships in your field of study to make sure that this is what you want to do? I'm not saying that you're not going to find out, oh, this is wonderful. Okay, great. Okay, then you're going to be one of those people who's going to go to college, major in a field, You're going to work in that field because you have a passion for it. You're going to find out who the leaders are. You're going to be talking to people, going to conferences. You're going to be doing all kinds of things and making all kinds of contacts. And when you're a senior, you're going to have people lined up to hire you. Why? Because you're somebody with a passion for this subject. You're not going to be one of the 50% of the people, students with the thumb up their ass, no job, and they majored in romantic poetry, which sounded so absolutely wonderful. And now they are absolutely, totally screwed because they didn't do the basic research to find out that there's probably no more than a few dozen romantic poetry jobs in the world, and you have to write 7 books and have 4 PhDs in order to get one of those jobs. I'm exaggerating for a purpose. The purpose is to get you to think. I want you to be a thinking person of action, and I don't want you wasting your time and your money, especially these, 18 to 24-year-old. You don't want to waste that time. I mean, you could be buying your 4 properties in that time and be set for the rest of your life. Come on. So thinking person of action. Take that gap year, figure it out, find mentors, talk to people in the field, and make sure it is everything that you expect it to be. And then when you get in there, it probably is going to be exactly what you expect it to be because you've done the research. And these other people, basically screwed. I mean, you feel sorry for them. You say, they hate to go into work every day and, they're not... Don't make that to be you. Come on, you're with Papa Bill. Come on, let's get this thing done and done right.